Hello there, my name's Scott. Today I'm going to be doing a review on 2 e-liquid flavours which I received from www.vapour-escape.co.uk. Before I start, I must point out I did receive them free of charge for the purpose of conducting a review. My opinion of the products remain true, honest and accurate as always. Okay, so in America there is a website, I think it's called Momandpopvaporshop. I'll put the website address there. And they have teamed up with Vapour-escape in the UK and are now supplying them with a few of their flavours. Okay, so the 2 flavours that Vapour-escape have sent out are the Tobacco Haze and the Tobacco Praise. Now they're both 18mg strength and they are both a mix of 35% PG or propylene glycol and 65% VG or vegetable glycerine. Okay, so I've got 2 free-owned bow cartomisers which I've already filled up with each flavour, and I'm just using it on my Pro Vary at 4.2 volts. And the first one that I'm starting off with is the Tobacco Haze. As you can see, vapour-wise, they're producing a really nice amount of vapour. Obviously, you have to bear in mind though that the amount of vapour you're going to get will be very dependent on your own sort of personal setup. For example, you know, what sort of voltage you're vaping at, what sort of atomizer or cartomizer you're using, what sort of resistance they are, etc, etc. But nevertheless, with the setup I've got here, getting a really nice amount of vapour. Flavour wise, now as you're actually inhaling, there's sort of not much flavour at all, if anything really. It doesn't really sort of feel like there's anything there at all. But the split second that you start to exhale, you get a really nice sort of strong flavour, and the best way I can sort of describe it is it's definitely smoky, it's definitely got a nice sort of tobacco edge to it, but there's quite a strong sort of overtone of what I can only sort of really describe as like overcooked sweet popcorn, not the salty stuff, but the sweet popcorn. And I say overcooked because I don't want to sort of say burnt, because it doesn't taste burnt at all. It just tastes like a slightly overcooked sort of caramel style popcorn. And it really is a nice flavour. It's just funny how you don't get anything as you actually inhaling it or as while it's in your lungs. It's just that split second you start to exhale, you just get all these sort of free flavours like the smokiness of tobacco and like the overcooked sort of popcorn all sort of come out of nowhere basically. And it leaves a really nice aftertaste as well. Throw hit wise, this is 18mg strength, and I personally find that the higher the nicotine content of the e-liquid, like the stronger or the harsher the throat hit. And 18mg is what I would normally vape, and it's not sort of too high or too low, it's right there in the middle. I'm still getting that nice strong kick in the back of my throat. But overall, it's just a very nice sort of pleasant, tobacco-y, slightly sweet, with a bit of sort of popcorn thrown in vape really. Okay, so I'll go on to the next one then, which is the Tobacco Praise. I keep on getting the names mixed up because obviously they're very similar, Haze and Praise. And one minute I'm telling people, oh yeah, you know, I prefer the Tobacco Praise, when then I say anything, wait, no, I've got it mixed up, I mean the actual Haze. So the Haze, the one I just done, is my favourite one out of the 2. So this is the Tobacco Praise. Again, it's 18mg strength, same sort of VG PG ratio, and the same, well not the same, but obviously a different cartomizer, but the same make and resistance. And I've got to be honest, the flavour wise, they're both quite similar. I mean, like the main flavour is very similar. You're still getting that sort of like sort of slightly overcooked sort of caramel flavour to it, slightly overcooked sort of popcorn flavour to it, mixed in with like the tobacco and the sort of smoky side. But this has definitely got another element sort of thrown in, and it's sort of as you're actually inhaling, you can get quite a strong sort of herbally sort of style sort of taste. It's very hard to describe. It's the only way I can really sort of describe it. On the exhale, you're getting exactly the sort of same flavours on the exhale as the tobacco haze, but it's got quite a strong sort of wheaty overtone to it. I know I'm really rubbish at sort of trying to describe flavours, but it's the only sort of real way I can do it. You're getting the same sort of like popcorn flavour mixed in with the tobacco and the smoky, or the smokiness, but you're also getting quite a strong sort of wheaty sort of flavour thrown into the mix as well. But the difference between the two, or the other difference between the two, is that you're actually getting a flavour on the inhale as well, which for me comes across as sort of quite sort of herbally. But as you exhale, that herbal flavour sort of completely goes out the window. Well, both are quite nice vapes. For me personally though, I do much prefer the tobacco haze, which is obviously like the first one that I review. That just seems to be a far nicer vape, and I've been sort of quite happily vaping on that all day. The tobacco praise, again, it is a nice flavour, just not one that I can sort of vape on all day personally. You know, I'm sure other people, you know, going to have very different opinions to me, but for me, out of the two, the tobacco haze, or the first one I was reviewing, is definitely the winner out of the two. Not a lot else I can really sort of tell you about them, you know, so if you fancy trying them out for yourself, go along to www.vaporscape.co.uk, type in this code at checkout, and that gives you a 10% discount every time you purchase on them. Thank you very much for watching, and also come along and visit my website at www.e-cigreviews.com. That's e-cig-reviews.com. Cheers guys, happy vaping, see you later.